Hey guys, Denver James here, and in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Imploding Kittens expansion pack for the Exploding Kittens base game. I'm going to be breaking down how it works, what's great about it, what's not so great about it, and my overall thoughts on the game. If you'd like to see more review videos like this one, please be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss a single upload. There will also be a link for this expansion pack in the description of this video if you want to buy it. Let's talk about how this expansion pack works. If you're watching this video, chances are you already know how the game of Exploding Kittens works. But just in case you don't, you should know that the main object of the game is to avoid drawing the Exploding Kitten card, which will utterly destroy you unless you shut it down with a diffuse card. You should also know that you will need the base game in order to play with this expansion pack. That's enough to get you on the right track. Imploding Kittens comes stacked with some powerful legendary cards. To start, let's break down the types of cards included in this expansion pack. The reverse card. Reverse the order of play, then end your turn without drawing a card. The draw from the bottom card. End your turn by drawing a card from the bottom of the draw pile. The feral cat card. This card acts as any one of the cat cards, such as the Rainbow Ralphing cat, the Hairy Potato cat, and so on. The alter the future card. Draw 3 cards from the top of the draw pile. Look them over and rearrange them in whatever order you'd like, then continue with your turn. The targeted attack card. End your turn regardless of how many turns you have piled up, and choose any player you'd like to play 2 full turns. These cards are stackable with other attack cards, so be sure not to get stuck with the last one. The Imploding Kitten card. As soon as this card is drawn, flip it face up and put it anywhere you'd like in the draw pile. The next person to draw this card is instantly obliterated. This card cannot be stopped by a diffuse card or a nope card and must be avoided at all costs. Before we move on, let's take a look at the infamous Cone of Shame. The first person to forget that it's their turn must put on the Cone of Shame and serve as a human direction indicator. That person must wear the cone for the rest of the game. Should the order of play change at any point, the cone must be turned to point in the correct direction. Let's talk about what's great about this expansion pack. Imploding Kittens is the first of many expansion packs released in the series, and the game makers held nothing back when they created the Imploding Kitten card, arguably the best card in the whole series. It's a bold move to create a card that cannot be stopped, diffused, or destroyed, only avoided, like an impending doom. And yet this card single-handedly changes the way you play Exploding Kittens. The Alter the Future card and the targeted attack card also get points for originality and fun. Another thing that I love about this expansion pack is the glorious Cone of Shame, the first ever wearable game piece in the series. This inventive addition adds a dread factor to the game that's both hilarious and humiliating. From the limited visibility and hearing to the inevitable chafing around the neck, this cone will ensure that you don't miss a single turn. Let's talk about what's not so great about this expansion pack. While the Cone of Shame is an ingenious add-on, it might also mean that the same person ends up wearing it every single game. Because you and I both know that there's always that one person that forgets it's their turn more than anybody else at the table. That said, I would actually recommend passing the cone along to the next person that forgets it's their turn. While this isn't exactly according to the rules, it will ensure that no one person feels too much shame. All in all, Imploding Kittens is an amazing addition to the series, and it's one that gives expansion packs a good name. It's surprisingly easy to pick up, even as it gleefully turns the base game completely on its head. It's no wonder that so many have called this expansion the crown jewel of the bunch. If you're questioning whether or not to add this Imploding Kitten to your feline collection, my advice would be to add it to the cart. Well, hey, that's all I've got for you guys in my review of the Imploding Kittens expansion pack. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. Take care, and I'll see you around.